Hey, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna paint some things. Give it the best shot I can. I'll show you what I'm doing. See that? That's a balloon stick. Blow up a balloon, put a little thing right there. Balloon sits right there. You wave it. Yay, balloon! I'm gonna glue some army men to that sucker. Yep, these are bags of the different armies for a game called Axis and Allies. My brother's a big gamer, so he asked me to paint these things. I'm gonna give it a shot. So, I've grabbed the blue army, also the French, and I've separated them out. Artillery, vehicles, tanks, fighter planes, I guess those are medium-sized bombers, Navy and submarines, and infantry. I've now added some Russians. Heavy bomber. Great Gunga Munga. We've got the Americans involved. Don't worry, I'll go over each piece. Try to give you a little bit of breakdown. So what I have here are those balloon straws that I did with my last army, which was the Russians and the French. And I just glue them on there. A little bit of glue. Pardon that dirty nail, been working all day. And then I'm able to paint them. So I'll show you how we do that here in a minute. Alright, here's the assorted armor, anti-armor, or anti-aircraft, or artillery pieces. Looks like a couple of 3.7s, 4.7s, some 88s, and some other heavier stuff. So I'm going to grab each one of these, and I'm going to glue a little spot on the bottom, and I'm going to put them on the pipe, and I'll show you here in a minute. Alright, now that I have all the pieces separated, I'm pretty much going to paint them all the same. It's all artillery, so it doesn't matter, in my opinion. If they're on the board, you know which piece of artillery is yours. So I'm going to do a base coat down first on all these. So I'm just going to grab them, put a little dab of glue, and then just stick it right there on the pipe. See how it sticks? And I'm going to do it back at an angle so I can actually get all the pieces to face the same way. Yep. And see, it keeps the piece from rolling over. So now when I'm airbrushing, I can use it up and down. And the hot glue comes right off these hard plastic pieces, no problem. Okay, so I'll knock that out and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, so I have one strand of artillery down. It's about 20 pieces or so. And it only took me about 3 or 4 minutes. Heck, I'm listening to Journey. It wasn't even one full Journey song. So now I'll just be able to hold them there and hit them with the paintbrush and do whatever I got to do. And there you go. They're in tight, but nice and easy, soft and squeezy. So I'm going to move on and show you as I get done with the others. All right, so I pretty much have all the cannons done. Now it's going to move on to the anti-aircraft, or 88s. So again, just one little dab of hot glue. They go on pretty quick. Put on your favorite, a little bit of music. Don't worry about the little hairs, the hot glue hairs. They're easy to pull off. And then now you got an easy platform to be able to paint from. So set them aside and move on to the next. All right, so now all the artillery is attached to the balloon sticks. So I try to keep them organized as far as by brand or by the type. There's a little bit of that hair in there. I'll pull that out before I start the painting, but it does make for a pretty good camo every once in a while. And this literally took one ZZ Top song, one Chicago song, a Foreigner song, and a Journey song. So that tells you about the time limit it took me to do those. All right. These are a little bit smaller. These are like the American 2-ton trucks, supply and support vehicles. They got the, looks like they're supposed to have like the canvas back, or at least Maybe it's a half track. Is that what that is? A half track? Oh. Alright, so I'm going to do this alternating type situation like this. So when I paint, get my paintbrush here. When I paint, I'll be able to get access in between each one. So give me a couple minutes, maybe one rat song, and I'll knock these out. Alright, both sets of support vehicles, half tracks, are done. Moving on to some T-34s, some Shermans, and some Renaults. Yeah, real quick, I just happen to be listening to some classic rock and old Molly Hatchet Flirting with Disaster pop up right while I'm doing the armor. So I got the Sherman's T-34s and the Renaults all on 2 sticks, and left enough space to get in between them. Moving on. Alright, this is all the pieces laid out. And I didn't mention this before. Check it out with the armor. See how it looks like they're going over the log and they're all like on the front of their tracks? That's so when I'm painting, they're all at the same level. And when you put it down, you can see it automatically goes nose first. That just helps with the control. On to, I think I'm going to do the navies next. Alright. That's a buttload of navy I got to do. Holy cow. I hope you guys use all these frickin' pieces. You kidding me? Oh my god, look at that navy. You know, I got into this, wasn't doing too bad. Had to change out glue sticks. And then Jefferson Airplane came on, or Jefferson Starship, we built this city. Oh my god. What the hell was that? How did we ever like that song? I'm blaming Bill. Alright, here's all the troops. All lined up. This last row here, I found a couple extra pieces. I think that's also Japan. I got them all tagged in there and ready to go for some priming. Alright, now it's time to start on the aircraft. So what I do is I get some toothpicks, I just take those scissors and I lop off one side of the toothpick so I get a little bit of a square end. I'm going to go ahead and put a little dablet of glue. We'll aim from somewhere here near this turret ball on those flying fortresses. It looks like they've added some magnets to some of these other bombers, which are pretty freaking cool. Now then, once I put the dablet of glue and that toothpick sticks, I come over here and I got this big old long plank of styrofoam. And so what I'll do is, as you can see, I already got some pokey pokes. I'll just go ahead and put those planes in there, plop, 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 and that'll be all the way down there. So up next, starting with the bombers. After that, we'll go with the small fighter planes, and then we'll get on to those TBF Avengers, P-61s, some of those Lightnings, and then some of that other stuff in there. Okay? All right, bye.